Well, it has been a week since Iran's disputed election, which has led to massive street protests not seen since the Islamic revolution in 1979. Now, earlier today, the country's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, led Friday prayers and spoke to his country about the election results. Now, Bloomberg's Ladain Nasseri has been following the story for us all week, and she joins me now from on the phone from Tehran. And Ladain, what does the Ayatollah have to say about the disputed election?
Ayatollah Khamenei, on one hand, totally rejected the fraud allegations, and he hailed President Ahmadinejad's victory. And he clearly associated himself with the president and said they had similar views. So he strongly backed up the president. And on the other hand, he made a very clear threat against the protesters, saying that they should stop going to the streets and that anyone who would back them up or encourage those, which basically was a clear reference to Mir Hossein Mousavi, the leader of the opposition, would basically be held accountable. So he really called for people to stay at home and stop the demonstration that have been taking part in the past week.
But he had some harsh words for the West as well, right?
Well, the Islamic Republic, this is something that has been going on for the past 30 years. He had comments against Great Britain, which he called a treacherous nation, and he also said that the U.S. Had made contradictory comments. On one hand, welcoming an engagement with Iran, but on the other hand, somehow also welcoming the protests that have been taking part. And this is just basically part of the usual Iranian rhetoric.
And to tell us the kind of pressure, describe to us the kind of pressure that he's under right now.
I think the leader does need to basically calm down the game. Today was the 7th day after the protests had been starting. So I think he felt the pressure to calm the game and basically to call for people rather to stay at home instead of showing their discontent in public and into the street. But I think what we saw today was mostly a show of confidence from his side, because he took the responsibility for the situation completely and took the burden off the president's shoulder. He basically said that anyone who has a problem with the president, by extension, will have a problem with the establishment and with himself. So he basically set himself up against the protesters.
And tell us, though, about the election. I mean, it was over a week ago. I mean, why did it take him so long to speak out about this?
He made a few comments during the week, but this was the major address that he made after the election, and it took place today. I think he basically saved the occasion to make the announcement today in this very special location, which was Friday prayers. Now, this being the Islamic Republic, there's a strong mix between politics and religion, and this was the perfect platform for him to reach out to his supporters, the core believers in the system of clerical leadership, and to basically announce his word, to make his desire known very clearly towards the population. And this was the best platform he could have chosen on this day.
Okay, Ladain, thanks so much for joining us and giving us some more perspective on this. Ladain Nasseri in Tehran.